Okay, we're going to do this in parts. I have a meeting coming up, but we'll go ahead and start this review here. Now, this first page is matching, and it's trying to find which graph matches which equation. And this will kind of help you, with question 1 on the test. And then there's one that says, number 13, if they give you 4 equations, figure out which one lies above the x-axis. This will help you kind of prepare for that one as well. So, you can type these into your graphing calculator. There's no rule against it, except it's a waste of your time. Because you know enough about all these, as long as you know that equation, ax minus h squared plus k, as long as you understand that, you can get all these right. Because this graph is going to go to the right 2, up 1. So the vertex is at 2, 1, and it's opening up because it's positive. So this has to be this guy, right 2, up 1. Okay, so let's look at this guy. He went to the left 1, down 2, so it's negative 1, negative 2. Also opening up. What I got here? Yep. Here it is, negative 1, negative 2. This will be the second one. Now this guy does not go left or right at all because there's no parentheses. So it only goes up 1. So it is at 0, 1 for the vertex. And it's a frowny face parabola, a little narrow. And this one went up 1. So this will be the third one. It looks like it's A, B, C. That's kind of weird. Let's see if the last ones work that way too. This guy will go to the right 3 and up 8. And it has a negative 2. So frowny face and skinny. Yeah, they do go that way. That's funny. Right 3, up 8. So this one will be D. And this one will go to the left 2, up 8, a little bit wider and frowny face. So that would be this guy. Okay, next page. Use the information to write the vertex form. Now, how do you go? What form is this in, first of all? This is standard form. And how do you go from standard to vertex? That's called completing the square. So we're going to basically complete the square here, or draw a picture if you need to, to figure out what square is closest to this guy. So you have an x squared. You have 4 x's, so each side gets 2, which means that this equation is closest to, and don't forget your y equals. If you forget your y equals, you're going to lose points. It's closest to an x plus 2 squared, but it's not an x plus 2 squared. Because if it was an x plus 2 squared, there would be 4 in the corner. I don't have 4, I have 7. So how can I get from 4 to 7? Because they have to be equal. 4 plus 3 is 7. Now you can check these with your graphing calculator if you forget. You could type that into your y1 and this into your y2 to make sure they're the same and make sure you didn't mess anything up. Okay, just some things that you don't need to know right now, but I'm just telling you. Y-intercept here would be 0, 7. In this guy, the vertex would be negative 2, 3, because you would go to the left 2, up 3. So those are just some reminders. Okay, question 8 here has a lot of directions up here. They want to know the vertex. Okay, that's easy enough because it's in vertex form. So I'm going to go to the right 1 and up 1, and that's where my vertex is. Axis of symmetry, we didn't really talk about that. That won't be on your test. But the axis of symmetry always goes right through the vertex. And it's x equals a number, so it'll be x equals 1. The maximum or minimum value, well, let's see what we have here. Let's finish graphing. The stretch is negative 1. So I'm going to go over 1, up a, which in this case will be negative 1 or down 1. And then I like to go to 4a. So it'll be 2 times negative 2, negative 4. I'm kind of stuttering here. 2, 4 times negative 1, which is from the vertex over 2 down 4. But some of you guys like to do the 1 and then 3, and that's also fine. Has to be negative though. And so then look at that graph. What you have here is a maximum value. And again, we didn't talk a lot about that, but you should be able to kind of figure it out. The maximum value is the y value, and that is going to happen at 1. It happens at the vertex. Then we sketched it. Perfect. Okay, now this question is the essay question. I'm not going to give you the answer to the essay. I want you to think about it, and if you have some questions, we can talk about it before school, or you could email me and ask me some thoughts if you're on the right track, if you're worried about it. All right, that's going to be the first video. There is evens. There's already the evens done for these parts here. I'm not going to go and do the odds because the odd answers are posted. But if you have any questions on that, I'm happy to answer that.